to the Grand Canyon! Hey y'all, RoamTownGirl here. We're here at the Grand Canyon Railway RV Park. And I have stayed here many a time overnight as I'm going back and forth between New Mexico and Nevada. It's a perfect stop right off the 40, or AKA Route 66. I specifically chose this as my home base for the time that I was here visiting the Grand Canyon, mostly because I knew they had the pet kennel here where I could leave Wesley and Shelby for the day and do really long days of sightseeing and not have to worry about them. Everybody in there is just wonderful, so I definitely made a good choice. From here, it's about a 50-minute drive to the south entrance of the park. I also was doing something really unusual for me. My friend Alice was coming to join me. And so right here on the same property is a hotel. And it's really nice. And she was happy with the accommodations. Now, she drove here, so we had access to her car the whole time, which was fantastic because we had so many wonderful things to go and do. And of course, I'm going to be showing them all to you. We spent 2 days visiting Grand Canyon itself. We went on this awesome float trip. We went and saw those amazing slot caves, and we got to see the Horseshoe Bend, which was just beautiful, and probably a couple more things I'm missing in the moment. So stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss those videos. Now, my decision to come to the Grand Canyon was kind of on the fly. So I just sort of went with what I knew already, right? I was already aware of this place. I was already aware of the fabulous kennel that they have here. But I just met a couple that was parked next to me. They come every year and they do something a little different. And I think if I did this again, I might actually try it their way. But I think you need lead time. So what they do is there are several campgrounds within the park here at the South Rim, and they go to one that has full hookups, and then their family members that meet them here stay in the cabins or at the lodge. And once you're in the park, you're gonna see they've got a phenomenal shuttle service, so you can really get everywhere in the world and then some within the South Rim. And another thing that I now have a different comfort level with being actually in the park is they've got a general store, and it had everything we needed, and the prices weren't that outrageous. So you can feel comfortable. You don't have to eat in all the restaurants there or their little snack shops with prepared sandwiches and such. There's a proper market. I can't believe I almost left out the most important reason of why you would stay at this park. And that's because the hint is in their name. Grand Canyon Railroad RV Park. And it's because this is where the station is, where you can grab a beautiful scenic train ride. It's 2 hours each way. It leaves right here from this park and goes right to the South Rim in Grand Canyon. We didn't do it this time because we had the car, but that is like one of the main reasons people come and stay here. So I wanted to make sure I told you about that. So starting at where I think is just probably the smartest place to start, at the visitor center. Get the lay of the land, ask a lot of questions, and basically figure out what's the best way to spend our time here. Okay, I'm a little late to the party on this one, so I want to tell you about it so you won't be. Did you know they have these little passport books, and you basically go around to all the different national parks and you stamp them? Of course, I've already been to a few and I don't intend to go back, certainly not in the RV. So I asked one of the rangers, was there a retroactive option? And guess what? There is. Apparently, I can call or email and make a contact at the different parks and ask if they would be so kind as to look for my passport book, which I will mail to them. They will stamp it and they will mail it back to me in my own self-addressed stamped envelope. So I think my passport book is gonna start having a bunch of travel adventures too. Okay, I've already discovered my #1 time-saving tip. I spent hours going through YouTube videos and Google searches to figure out like where are all the places to go. Guess what? Don't bother. I'm gonna include them in this video. Somebody wonderfully already did that for us. Look, they tell you where you should go to watch the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises. They tell you if you've got a half a day, these are the don't miss spots. If you've only got a couple hours, they've already condensed it for you. And if it's your first time here, these are the best options to kind of get to know the place. Isn't that fantastic? Our first stop is the Yavapai Geology Museum. So we're going to learn everything about the rocks so that when we look at these gorgeous views, we kind of understand a bit more of what's happening. But check this out. Okay, that's just an appetizer of what's to come. I know there's gonna be a lot of wows today, but look at this view. See the helicopter? Watch. Oh my God. It's disappearing into you can't even see it anymore. Okay, let's do the same thing with the bridge. Got it, there it is. Okay, there's a bridge. There's a water. There's a bridge. Now watch. Ready? Oh my God. Oh my God. And that's why they call it the Grand Canyon. Who's ready to put on their Fitbits? We are going to do the Trail of Time. We're gonna walk between 2 points. That is the museum that we were just at. And we're gonna walk to the village. And then we're probably gonna ride a shuttle all the way back. But there's gonna be beautiful lookouts and points of interest and information, and I will share the best of the best with you. This is welcome to the Trail of Time. And if you really don't feel like walking it, check this out. Congratulations for walking the Trail of Time. Even though I really would like to do that, you know I'm not going to. So let's go see what else is along the way. That one's gone. Somebody stole one. Why did somebody steal one? That's terrible. Well, check this out. My stamina must be getting better and better. I just walked 1,000,000 years and I hardly broke a sweat. Forget all this geological mumbo jumbo. This is the real payoff. Baby, let's take a picture together. Hi, sweetie pie. You're so beautiful. I hope you don't get annoyed at us. You're not rutting or anything, right? Hi. You're so pretty. Of all the animals that live here in the Grand Canyon area, apparently the most dangerous to humans is this one. Can you believe it? The most common injury here in the Grand Canyon are squirrel bites. Hey guys, this is one experience that you simply must do. But you've got to come here in person because they have not invented smell-o-vision yet. But I watched a video about 17 surprising things, and I loved it because it offered up things no one else talks about. And one of them was that when you're here, there is a type of tree, a type of pine, and it smells like butterscotch. I couldn't remember which kind of pine, but look, I knew this looked like a pine tree. So I came up and I gave it a sniff and I closed my eyes and it absolutely smells like butterscotch. Pretty cool, huh? It's making me hungry. Sorry guys, I had to cut our sightseeing short on the trail because I broke my #1 rule and was drinking iced tea, and then I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And so my #1 focus was get to the village without having an accident, which I did. But here we are at the village. Guess what I found? You know how much I love pioneers. Well, there's this whole little pioneer corner. So let's go check out and see what it says. So it's the building that's been here forever and a day. Here we go. Good morning. We're having a continental breakfast at El Tovar. They had an electrical fire, so they don't have the full menu. So we're coming back for lunch. Look at this view. All right, here we are, Grand Canyon, sunset time. We are at the Hopi Overlook. I have set the GoPro up with time-lapse. This will be my first attempt at time-lapse. I thought no better time to try it than at the gorgeous sunset here. So hopefully that's gonna come out amazing. And just in case it doesn't, I'll shoot extra stuff on the phone. So enjoy. See you next time.